Today I'm going to demonstrate a makeup look for teenagers that is glamorous yet youthful. First, we're going to start off with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. It's a very moisturizing primer and good for anyone with pretty much any kind of skin type. We're going to go in with the Maybelline Eye Primer, and this is in the matte finish. Apply it to the eyelids and blend out with fingertips or a brush. Now we're going to go into the skin, and I'm using my AJ Crimson Dual Skin Foundation Artist Kit. I'm using the color in the upper left-hand corner that seemed to be her match. And now I'm going to blend it in with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Make sure your sponge is damp so that it doesn't absorb too much product and it leaves a healthy finish. And now we're going to start on eyebrows. I'm going in with the Ardell Brow Pencil. And I'm just working with the natural shape of her eyebrows, which is nice and full and thick. Now I'm taking the Morphe 35O palette, and I'm just taking some brown shades from the palette to go over the creamy eyebrow pencil and set the pencil in place. Then I'm going to clean up the shape of the brow and sharpen it a bit by using concealer and a detail brush. I had a bit too much concealer on the brush, so I'm going to take some of the excess and put it underneath her eyes to start brightening in that area. Now it's time to set the eye space with a cream colored eyeshadow or a translucent powder so that when you start blending the crease colors on, it blends very smoothly. We're just taking a warm orange shade to warm up the crease, and I'm progressively going in with deeper shades of orange and toasty brown to add definition to the crease of the eye. Solutions palette. It's a beautiful palette full of bright colors. I'm going in with a hot pink eyeshadow. We're going to put this all over her lid. Eventually I did spray the brush with Fix Plus just to intensify this shade of pink even more. Next, we're going in with the ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow in the shade Catnap, a gorgeous iridescent metallic pink. And while doing your makeup, you'll have to go back and re-intensify the crease, the outer V, other parts of your eye makeup that may have blended away during the process of applying eyeshadow. To add more definition to the face, go ahead and highlight the high points of your face, such as your cheekbones, the bridge of your nose, the forehead, the cupid's bow, and the chin with a lighter color than your normal foundation shade. We're also going to go in with a deeper color in the contoured areas of your face, which should be right beneath your cheekbones, the sides of your nose, and possibly even the forehead. It all depends based on your face shape, but play around with shade and light and see what helps to bring your face shape and your contour alive. And when applying makeup to teenagers, my goal isn't to completely change their face. They haven't really finished growing up at all yet, but I want to highlight the features that they do have and of course make them feel a little bit more glamorous, but not trying to change them into a 30-year-old woman. You still want them to look age appropriate, youthful, and fresh. Interesting to note, when I was first learning how to contour, a lot of people recommended to blend your contour color down, but it is best to blend your contour color up because you want to lift your cheekbones. And if you blend a darker color down on your face, you're going to end up looking like you have a beard, which is not what any woman is going for, or at least that's not what I'm going for. So definitely blend up to lift up your cheekbones. My sister, who is my model in this video, happens to have slightly oily skin, so I'm going to go ahead and bake her makeup with the AJ Crimson loose powder in Bamboo, and I'm going over the areas that we highlighted earlier just to make sure that before I put the powder there's no creasing. Then after I've made sure there's no creasing in those areas, I'm going to go ahead and set it with the powder, and I'll let it sit on the face for a short while because I noticed that this particular powder can get kind of drying pretty fast. So I don't want to dry out her face, so I have it sit there for a little bit, and I'm going to take a brush and sweep away the excess powder. So as you can see, the areas that we set with the AJ Crimson Bamboo powder are still looking a bit powdery and slightly cakey, but I'm going to go ahead and set the perimeter of her face with a powder that's closer in shade to her regular skin tone or her foundation shade, and then I'm going to show you a trick that you can do to get rid of any powdery look that you have on your face when you're doing your foundation. If you feel like you're looking too powdery or cakey, go ahead and use a setting spray. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter right now and really saturating her face. Some people like to use the MAC Fix Plus, but if your face is more on the oily side, it's good to use a setting spray like All Nighter. So now that the setting spray has set, I'm going ahead and touching up the powdered areas on her face, and I'm also going in with a powder contour to bring out the cream contour that we did earlier. lashes or strokes like you see me doing here. Since her eye look and her overall look is very pinky, I definitely wanted to add some definition at the lash line so that she did get that glam effect. Using the City Colors Timeless Beauty palette, I'm going to go in with a blush and also a highlight on her face. I'm also taking that same highlight shade and putting that on her inner tear duct to add a pop and make her eyes sparkle. Now I'm working on the lower lash line to tie the whole look together, just taking some brown shades from the Morphe 35O palette that I used earlier in the crease. Next, lining her lips with a brown lip liner, I'm getting it ready for the beautiful liquid color that we're going to put on her lips next. It's the Wet n Wild new liquid catsuit liquid lipstick. It's in the shade Rebel Rose. It's definitely one of my favorite liquid lipsticks right now. It's such a beautiful shade. I waited till the end to put on the mascara because as we're working with powders throughout the makeup look, that can settle on the lashes. So I wanted to make sure the lashes were as black and as bold as possible. And I'm actually not using false lashes for this look. You can still get a beautiful makeup look without false lashes, especially when you're a teenager. And there you have it, beautiful before on the right and beautiful after on the left in a fresh, youthful teenage makeup look.